Hey, everybody, Walter Smith here, and we're counting down to the Bluegrass by the Beach 2025 in North Carolina. And I'm so excited today to have the host of the show, the founding partner of this whole event, the one and only Miss Marianne Hewitt. How you doing this evening, Marianne?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Eric?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, and to finally be able to pin you down. I know you are the busiest woman in supply in North Carolina. To be able to pin you down on this is a great honor. And because I know the show is right around the corner, I know a lot of the folks are wondering, who are the people behind this, and what's the inspiration behind it. So I'm just going to jump right on in and say, as the CEO of the sponsoring firm, which is Full Spectrum Design, and as a performer, what was the original vision that you had for, putting together and actually, putting Bluegrass on the Beach on, and as a music festival, and with such a diverse lineup. I mean, everybody knows that I'm not doing any bluegrass, but
That's
but
okay.
why such a diverse lineup, and rather than just a strictly traditional bluegrass kind of event?
Well, Eric, I don't sing bluegrass either, so I'm more of a country person. But I think back in 2011, we did our first so-called music event, and it was Markaroo in honor of my late brother. And Ralph happened to come and play at one of those events, and we have been following him. My mom and my dad and I have followed Ralph and the Clinch Mountain Boys for a very long time and got to know them and love the bluegrass sound. And there's so many local artists and bands here out of the Wilmington area and down in Little River, South Carolina, in the area that love bluegrass. There's an event down in Myrtle Beach, and I just felt like it was time for us to bring more music to Brunswick County, first of all, because, yeah, the beach is great. But, for those of us who live here year round, we look for things that we can go and do. And I felt that music is a great way for our community to come together, and it always does bring out our communities. And having different genres of music there is another way to ensure that we have different communities that are involved with this. And Full Spectrum Design Firm is branching out into different uh, things in its vocabulary of items and long list of things that we already do. We are building our first house that is coming
Okay.
out in. It's going to be in November happening. We
Okay.
already have the plans. We already have the drawings, 3D drawings for it. So that will be on display at the event. And so we just really wanted to bring the community together to get to know us more.
Yeah.
I am a true local to Brunswick County.
Okay.
So, that does help me to have different ones there that will know me on a
Yeah.
personal level, and of course all the ones who want to know just about who we are because they've moved to the area and they need some help.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I know that this has been a major project for you all, and the fact that it's all coming together, I'm sure there's just a ton of
Yeah.
excitement
Oh,
running
most
through
definitely.
the absolutely.
And this year is unlike last year's excitement because last year was our first time, and I felt like we had a great time, didn't we,
Oh,
Eric? I
oh, we had a
mean,
ball.
it was
Yeah,
a good time.
yeah,
I
we had
felt
a
like the
ball.
turnout was decent.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year's energy is much more exciting.
Okay.
I just checked, and we've had 17,000 hits on our Facebook page
What?
just in the last few weeks because
Wow.
of all the excitement
Yeah.
about Bluegrass by the Beach.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's very, very exciting. And when you look at the fact that all the people that are really, kind of coming together to be a part of this to make sure the word gets out, the radio station, and
Hmm.
some of the on the ground marketing folks with the Delia
Oh,
and
oh,
DJ.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. It
Yeah.
does take a great big team to do it. And between what you are helping do and just because being part of the show, I mean, you have just really brought the excitement about it. You're keeping it alive. You're getting out the true essence of why we're doing this
Yeah.
Bluegrass Festival. And I feel like that's really the main core of what we need and what it's really all about. So
Good.
appreciate that.
Good. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Mhm.
So, one of the big questions that's been coming across my desk is, so E, again, it's no secret. There's no secret. You are not a bluegrass brother. And so why on earth are you doing this show? And there are a couple of reasons why. When I was talking with Ralph a couple of weeks ago, I was telling him that when I was a kid, one of the first concerts that mom and dad took us to was a actual country and bluegrass concert at the local junior high school. And,
Okay.
I'm about 8, 9 years old at the most, and mom and dad were having a ball, and it was just one of those things where a seed was planted to at least to be able to accept just all kinds of music and all kinds of crowds and what have you. So that kind of worked out. So you kind of fast forward to where we are now. And, over the years, I've been in all kinds of bands and sang all kinds of music. I mean, everything, literally everything from Kiss
Yeah.
to Cameo, Kiss to Cameo to Barry White to Nat King Cole to Little River Band to Gino Vanelli to Engelbert to Sammy Davis Jr. I mean, just everything. And so, being able to actually sing some of the songs that I've sung over the years, from the yeah, the country, the country adult contemporary, like like Kenny Loggins and the Eagles and Journey
Mhm.
and Doobie Brothers and James Taylor and Jackson
I mean,
Brown
it's
and
just
America,
music we grew up on, you know?
exactly. And I'll be able to pull some of that, and I'm pretty sure that the people in the audience are going to enjoy it. So I think that the blending of just the songs that I'm going to sing um, and the fact that I'm going to take a lot of folks down memory lane is one of the main reasons why I'm going to why I decided to go ahead and do this, and I think that it's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun to see folks say, "Oh my God! Oh, that was my jam. He's really doing that song. Oh, how did he know that?" So that's always fun, and we kind of had that
That's
same
funny.
kind of response last year. So
We surely did. I can't tell you how many folks came up to me and said, "Now, what was that guy's name that sang so and such and so and such?" I said, "That's Mr. E. Walter Smith from
yeah,
Atlanta, Georgia."
that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
So, um, so Marianne, being an entrepreneur and a singer songwriter, how do you find the time and the
Mm.
mental space to switch between business logistics and running a design firm and the creative process of being a country singer and writing a country song?
Hmm. Well, that is a very good question. It's become a little bit more difficult lately, just with things with work, but I like to just stow away. I can find just a quiet spot or I keep my phone with me at all times, even by my bedside at night, because a tune may come to my mind or a lyric may just pop in and I'll do a quick recording of that and then I'll go back and start putting the songs together. I have hundreds of clips and verses and this and that I've had over the years and that I can go back to those. But I think really truly coming up with just a song that relates to people and creates movement in their soul, so to speak. Those don't come around often.
Often, right?
And so those are the ones that, take the longest time to develop and bring forward. So, you know, um, it's been a while since I've had just a song that
An
has
inspiration
written,
like
gotten on
that.
paper.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's
Do,
time for another one.
I totally understand that.
Mhm.
It's it's interesting when you get that inspiration at 3:18 in the morning when you are
Right? Yes.
when you are so sleep and so tired And the last thing you want to do is to get up and write a line of a song down. But you know from past experience, if you don't,
You will
it's
lose it.
gone. You know,
It is most
it's
definitely.
totally gone. And so you know what I found just in talking to other songwriters and artists and what have you is that we're not the only ones that happens to, you know, and
Mhm.
that's all part of the blessing of being a creative is crawling
Right,
out of he's just crawling out of bed at the worst time
exactly.
ever you know to write a lyric down. So I I totally get that, you know, and in fact, you know, not even so much a matter of just writing the song, but even putting a set together. You know, there's like
Hmm.
all these songs that are, you know, in your you know list of songs that you've done in the past or that you want to do, whatever the case may be. And it's like so, you know, you look at it. Well, I look at an event like this and like, you know, it's a bluegrass festival, so you know
Hmm.
that the core audience is going to be people that at least you know like bluegrass, and then you kind of peel back, uh, you know the folks in the crowd and try to answer the question, well, who are these people? Like where are they from? What are their ages? You know, if
Hmm.
they like bluegrass, do they like anything else? And of that else, you know, do you have any of it? And as I and find out more about just you know the area and the crowd that's probably going to be there, you know, realizing that like over I guess over like 80% of the people that live in Brunswick are like 55 and over, and the
Definitely
people,
a retirement community.
yeah, retirement community, which is right up my alley. And I
Indeed.
guess Wilmington is just a great, you know, hub for just great music. And a lot
Yes,
of folks
it
will
is.
be coming from there. I don't know, Myrtle Beach is about like what half hour from there as well. Or
Not even.
not
So
even.
just, mm-mm.
Yeah, and I've hung out at Myrtle Beach, and I know
Yeah.
that place is crazy. So you know, I'm thinking that you know, again, you know, that songs kind of came to me along the way. Again, you know, you know the time you spend in the traffic jam. I wonder if they would. Yeah, they'd probably like that song, or like
Hmm.
cooking dinner. You
Right.
know,
Just,
there's a lot of acoustic and
hmm.
string and even some banjo in this song here, but it still has a flavor that seems you know authentic to me, and they'll be able
Right.
to appreciate that. So
I
so
think
the
so. And I think
yeah
any song that would have a, a good message
yeah
and one that, evokes good feelings and stuff, that's what we're looking for on Saturday, just to have a good
absolutely.
time
Ab-
and nothing too serious and just I think Ralph is happy to get back down to the beach. I've
yeah,
talked to some of the other bands today. Mountain Highway, I've spoken with them. They're
okay.
all excited. So, the buzz is really happening this time.
Well, that's good. And again, everybody, make sure you put on your bring. If nothing else, bring your dancing shoes. Feel free to stretch
Most,
out before you get there,
most
because
definitely.
I'm taking you there. You better believe I'm
Hmm.
taking you there. You know, so
Hmm.
if you line dance, I hear there's a thing in bluegrass and country music. Is it called contra dancing? Is that what
I don't
something like
know.
that?
I don't dance, so that's
So,
hard for me.
got it. So somebody told me that, but in any event, you know, looking forward to bringing all of that. And Mary,
Yes.
and I know that you got a big day tomorrow, but maybe one or two other quick questions I want to ask you.
Sure.
Um, Let me see. Well, beyond just performing, like what is the one moment that you want vendors and other folks that are other organizers and other people that'll be attending and servicing the crowd? What are some of the things that you're looking forward to them bringing and wanting the audience to really be prepared for, so that they can really have a true full
Hmm.
spectrum experience at the Full Spectrum Bluegrass by the Beach event?
Gotcha. Well, we are going to have several construction related vendors that will be there to showcase what services or products that they have for the construction industry for either the home, the do it yourself or the ones that, need some help. We will have a large booth there from our company showcasing all types of different products, pictures from work, upcoming exciting things, especially our brand new house. We also have a wonderful beverage and food vendors that will be there. And then Silver Coast Winery will have their wine cart out and available. And let's see, I think there might be just a couple other surprises in the mix as far as some giveaways. And we love to give stuff away, so you never know what's going to show up. All you have to do is just show up so you can get it. So that's what's going down. But Eric, I have one question for you. Please give me just a little inkling of your best song you're carrying us out with.
So, when you say best,
Mm.
when you say best, that all depends on the memory that you have and that it will bring back. Depends on the mood that you're in at that particular time. It depends on
Mhm.
what the crowd is doing at that particular time. There's so many things that go into answering that question. But I will say this: if by chance there was some point in your life where you loved somebody, somebody loved you back, you believed in happily ever after, you believed that love was for you and that the love that you gave was really accepted and embraced. If you thought it was okay to clap your hands and to tap your feet and to
Mm.
jump up and down and to scream and to say, oh, oh, or or just
That's right.
I'm bringing all of that.
All right. Well,
I'm bringing all of that.
I don't know if the
See,
stage is ready for you.
see, and but I will say this for you because I know. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this without giving it away. But I bet it'll be a giveaway for you though, so you can be prepared.
Okay.
I'm even going to sing a song that'll bring back some family memories of some loved ones that won't be there in person,
Mm.
but he'll be there in spirit once again,
Oh,
like he
all
was last year.
right.
So
Yeah.
if by chance, if by chance you have a love for a crazy little thing called love, if that kind of tickles your fancy, you
Oh,
just
that
might
does
hear
tickle
that.
the
I don't
fancy.
know. A little bird said, "E, you might want to."
Oh my gosh, that's gonna make a lot of happy people.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of happy people right there.
That's what I'm saying. So there
Mhm.
was no way I could do this show and not do that, knowing how
No,
special it
that's
is.
awesome. Oh,
And
that's perfect.
so if nothing else, I know I've won with one song with one person in the audience,
Oh, most definitely.
and I got a few more. So listen,
Well, great.
thanks so much for carving out a little time to have this conversation. Everybody, again, October 25th, Silver Coast Winery in Ocean Isle, North Carolina. Starts at what, noon, from noon to 8 o'clock. Bring your dancing shoes, bring a good time,
Chair.
say again.
A chair.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Bring a chair. Yes. Yes. Bring a chair. Bring all your friends and family and loved ones, and be prepared to have a really good time. I'm looking
Most
forward to
definitely.
seeing everybody. And again, Marianne, make sure you tell Melissa I said hey, and
I
uh,
will.
looking forward to seeing everybody in what, 4 or 5 days now, right?
Yeah, it's just this week. It's
That's
great.
right.
Oh my gracious. Yes, we have much to do.
There you go. There you go. All the
Thank
best,
you.
everybody. See you
All
soon.
right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.